Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. My husband Doug is a cancer survivor. It has been 6 years since his last treatment. I'm so grateful he's cancer free. Every year at the month of his anniversary, if you will, of his last treatment, I make a big batch of cupcakes and I take them over to the doctors that helped us, the chemo ward and the radiation ward. I have this incredible recipe that I got from a friend. They are these decadent, unbelievably good carrot cake cupcakes. And today I'm going to show you how to make these cupcakes. But first, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are a regular viewer and subscriber, thank you. I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's the button right here. It's free. It means everything to me. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those great places at The Dress Up Mom, hashtag The Dress Up Mom. As I mentioned, about a little over 6 years ago, all of a sudden my husband woke up with a big lump on his neck. We went and had it checked out. Sure enough, it was throat cancer, just came out of nowhere. He was such a trooper. The treatment was horrible. He had surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, but he is cancer free. We got such great treatment at Scripps in La Jolla here in the San Diego area. On the last day of his treatment, when he was going through the treatments, I did make this big batch of my famous cupcakes and took them to all of the places that had been helping us. And people loved them. The looks on the people's faces, especially the ones that were going through chemo at the moment, it was just priceless. And it was just sort of my way of saying thank you. So now it's become a little bit of a tradition. And as my gratitude or my way to sort of pay back in a little way, every year on his cancer treatment anniversary end date, I take this big, huge batch of these cupcakes to all of our doctors, and then I also leave a batch for anybody who is going through chemo at the moment or the people that are over at the radiation center, and it's very much appreciated from what I hear. So we're going to start making these cupcakes in a minute. I'll walk you through. They are decadent and incredibly good. Okay, let's get to this. These are the Decadent Carrot Cake cupcakes. You can also make them as a cake. I have my old school recipe here. I've got all the ingredients out for them. So first I have put the oven on to 350 degrees to have it get preheated. And now I'm going to take flour, baking powder, soda, salt, and cinnamon and sift them together. So it is 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now I'm just going to sift all of that together in my sifter. Next, I'm taking 2 cups of sugar. This is definitely not a diet recipe. 1.5 cups of oil. And then 4 extra large eggs. Now I'm just going to take a big wooden spoon and just really stir this up well. It'll look something like that. Next, we're going to take 2 cups of carrots that are grated. Now, with their grate, I get the nice raw ones, and then they're grated on the large part of the grater so that they're nice and thick. Put those in. Then some crushed pineapple. So I've drained, this is the size, the 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple, and it's drained. I'm going to put that in there. Now I'm going to take and put in a cup of nuts. Use these chopped walnuts. And then finally, I'm going to take this grated sweetened coconut, and I'm going to take 1 handful, just a handful of that, and plop it in and stir this all up really good. That should look a little bit like this. It's nice and moist and juicy, but well stirred, and you can see a lot of the carrot in there. Now it's time to actually just put them into the cupcake pan. I put like a big tablespoon or so into each one, and just plop it back in there. They end up being pretty heavy because the frosting, you'll see, is quite intense on these. So I double up the bottom part here, the cupcake holder, just so that it's a little bit easier for people. Okay, now I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them for about 18 minutes. Okay, it has been 18 minutes and these look delicious. I take the toothpick and I want them to be a little bit moist, but not, so the batter is still in there. So these are perfect right now. I'm going to put them on the rack and let them cool, and I have a bunch of other batches going on at the same time. This will probably make, 40 cupcakes or so. So it's a good amount, and then we'll get them all out, get them ready to go. I'll do the frosting and show you how that is. The frosting is decadent. I will say that even people who don't like carrot cake seem to love these cupcakes. They are really good. I don't know how else to put them. Please give them a try. They're delicious. Now for the frosting. This frosting is amazing, but you'll see why. This is the decadent part of it. So what we have, 2 full sticks of butter, and then 2 of these 8-ounce packets of Philadelphia cream cheese, the original. 2 of those go in here. I think this is like doubling the frosting recipe. This is how I was taught to make it. Some vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of that. And then we have 2 pounds, yes, 2 pounds of powdered sugar. And we take that like in batches. So I usually put like about 1/4 of it in first. And then I'm just gonna take, my mixer, my blender. I use this kind of a bottom on it, since there's a lot in here, and I'm just gonna start mixing it up. I usually just add the rest of it. I just keep mixing it until it gets to the frosting consistency that I want it to be. Now it's like it's a frosting consistency, but of course I gotta taste a little of it. Oh my god, it is so good. It's ready now for me to frost these cupcakes. I like to put a good chunk of the frosting because it's a double batch of frosting, so I'm going to have more than enough for these 40. There are 40 of them, by the way, in total in here. I'm going to do that. I buy these little tins. that I take so that I can drop them off in the different places. We stop at about 5 different places when we deliver these. Here's the finished product. I'm telling you, just delicious. All right, here's my first tin down. I have about 3 or 4 more to go. I'm really excited. Then I'll go and take these and deliver them, and hopefully have some people be able to, at least for a couple minutes, forget what they're going through and have a little sweet, tasty treat. Again, my little way of saying thank you. I hope you try the recipe. If you do, please let me know how you like it and how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, dress it up a little.